homa creates such a wonderful smell. What we use is pure herbs. That is why this smell is so beautiful. We used 108 herbs. If you have cold or anything, just smell this air. That's enough. It will be completely be healed. This temple, puja, rituals, all these things are my entertainment, my passion. So I put lot of energy and time. That is my like my entertainment. There are some of the murtis I personally carved. If you see our Dakshinamurti under the banyan tree, that Dakshinamurti and Los Angeles Venkateshwara, both murtis, the face I carved personally. I spent a little time on this. Even our Anandeshwara face, I made the model personally. This is not carved, it is made out of metal, our Anandeshwara. But the face, they will make a mold out of wax. I personally did that. I spent a lot of time in this temple, puja, ritual things and taking care that things are very pure and authentic. This smoke is very good. I have always seen, whenever there is some breathing difficulty or the cold or this kind of problems, just go and sit in the homa. You will be completely healed. Your whole lungs will become clean. You feel as if you can take more oxygen now. In this there is a Gauri Shankam, means the big Rudraksh, the Shiva and Parvati together, that Rudraksh is there inside. And there are one or two traditional things which will be kept, a small Shivalinga like that. These are Rudrakshas, which was materialized and given to me by a great yogi. If you see my biography, you will see Raghupati Yogi. He materialized and gave. It was 108 Rudrakshas. We have another one part is there. Here only I am wearing, I think, 30 or 30 or I don't know, you can count. So this Rudraksha is a witness for my tapas and enlightenment when wandering. This was the one mala travelled with me throughout my wandering. Many times I have given away many things, but this has never left my body. It was there. So it's a witness for tapas. That's why.
Swamiji, Swamiji, what is the significance of the number 108?
See, in the Shiva Sutras, there are 108 meditation techniques. So it's like 108. I don't know exact what is the significance, but in all the traditional literature, the techniques, method, everything will be 108. So maybe the first book, Shiva Sutra, opens 108 doors for your enlightenment. 112 sutra and 108 technique. So from that, the 108 has become an auspicious number. And there are some more significance I found, like the distance between sun and the moon and distance between the earth and the moon. These are all 108 multiples of 108. So it's very coincidence.
I was going to say, even the Catholic religion, the rosary is 54, which is half of 108. Also, you had mentioned that you were going to dispel some of our folk beliefs of enlightenment.
Some of? Folk ideas.
Of enlightenment.
Whenever I am talking, I will talk. I can say miracles itself is a folk idea of enlightenment. That see, only if you have the materializing or that kind of power, you are enlightened doesn't mean. The powers are not directly related to enlightenment. Sometimes you may have enlightenment, not have powers. Powers may not express through you. Sometimes you may have power but not enlightenment. Sometimes you may have enlightenment and power both together. You may decide not to express. Any kind. So that is not a scale. These kind of folk ideas.
Going towards the fire when we were gonna throw the, I don't know the name.
What is that?
The durva, when we were going to the fire. I experienced the same, like when you do the energy darshan from the fire. It was like very alive.
It's intense energy in the form of fire. The mantras are chanted and the master's energy is invoked.
Swamiji, can a normal person have Narmada Shivalinga or any Shivalinga at
Yes,
home?
why not?
Without doing any puja?
No need. Shivalinga anything blessed by the enlightened master doesn't need a puja. They became independent intelligence. So it doesn't require everyday puja.
Thank you, Swami.
You see, our deities also doesn't require everyday puja because they are Swayambhu. Our main deity is Swayambhu, uncarved. It doesn't need everyday puja. For our satisfaction we do. That's all. It doesn't require everyday puja. The big temples like temples where the enlightened masters have put energy. Pratishtha is done by an enlightened master. Like Arunachala and Palani, Tirupati and Madurai. These are all the places enlightened masters have did the Prana Pratishtha. So those temples doesn't need puja. It is done out of respect and devotion. Even if you don't do puja, the energy will continue to radiate. All these temples, many times the puja got disturbed because of the Muslim invasion and all these, there are many records, the Venkateshwara Utsava Murti was taken away somewhere and kept preserved somewhere. Oh, Srirangam was brought. Came to Tirupati, yes. So many times like this the invasion happens, puja gets stopped, but that doesn't mean the presence or the energy comes down. The Swayambhu Murtis or the energy installed by an enlightened master, those temples doesn't need puja. It just radiates. Maybe for our respect's sake, we do puja, that's all. Our devotion and all those things. So Banalingam is a Swayambhu Lingam. The Narmada Shivalinga is a Swayambhu. It's uncarved, you know that? It rolls in the river and gets molded. That and Kantaki Salagrama, that also doesn't need puja. You don't need to do puja. My dream state and waking state. Slip back and forth when I sit. I slip into a daydream, sometime based on what we are doing. Someone handed me tea and I physically reached for it. I did not take it because I don't like tea. You are in the right zone. Relax. Are you enjoying it? That's enough.
Swamiji, what is the significance of the linga that is coming up here?
This Shivalinga?
The big one.
Not there, this side.
Okay.
It is actually made out of Navapashana. The 1008 herbs. See, there is a temple in Tamil Nadu, Palani. Any of you visited the temple? That deity is made out of Navapashana, 1008 herbs. So any water or milk poured on the deity becomes a medicine to heal. So with the same medicine, same combination, we made this. I can say, this is made, if the water is poured on that Shivalinga, it will get filled in the tank. If people take bath, the skin diseases will be healed. This is made specially for taking bath. Especially skin diseases will be healed immediately. The hill itself is considered as Shiva. So it's embodiment of Shiva. So you go around that to pay the respect. When we go back, is there any auspicious occasion day I can perform Guru Puja on my own? Whenever you feel auspicious, and that set is for all of you. Please, you take it. It's yours. That set is yours, and they took it back just to wash it. They'll wash it and keep it here. Every day you can take, and whenever you feel like, you can do. Not only here, you can take it back. Whenever you feel like, do it. But don't do when you don't feel. Don't make it ritual. Don't make it ritual. Whenever you feel that you are really feeling like doing it, do it. Actually, it can be done as a technique. When you sit and do, in the end you will feel that you are in a different space, but don't do as a ritual. Not only Mayan calendar here,
right.
Even in Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam's description, 2012 is marked. Even Agastya's Nadi, 2012 is pointed.
Right.
Everything points 2012.
Okay. And the
They are all working.
Right. And the significance is, will there be any form of calamities? Or?
No. I don't see calamity. I see suddenly a big conscious breakthrough. The many countries will be ruled by an enlightened people or people who are seekers.
Right.
Suddenly the race will start happening. The conscious race. And more people will start seeking. The more and more people will gather towards the more of this juice will become part of life. It will become a mainstream. See, this enlightenment, seeking, spirituality, all these things are now only, it's not mainstream, like a movie,
Right.
like a movie industry. This will become a mainstream.
That thing. Right.
Now only the religions which are talking non-violence and the traditions which are accepting many gods or all gods are going to survive. All right. Let us start. Understand now. A simple key. Unclutch from your breathing. Understand? First what we did is Annamaya Kosha, physically unclutching. Now unclutch from your breathing. When the air is going in, don't think you are inhaling or air is being filled in you, exhaling is happening. Don't remember any of that things. Just unclutch. Whatever air movement is happening, let it happen. If it does not happen, if it slows down, if it stops, if it completely stops, don't bother, don't have worry, you will never die. You are not holding the nose. Don't hold. A subtle way, the prana movement will happen because of the innate intelligence. You neither involve in inhaling or exhaling or holding. Don't involve yourself in the breathing process. Just unclutch. Whenever the intention to breathe starts in you, please understand, naturally when you unclutch, the intention to breathe will start. Whenever anything comes, just unclutch. Don't suppress. Don't hold. Don't hold forcibly, but unclutch from that intention. When any process happens, even while you are unclutching, suddenly you may breathe, inhale or exhale or anything. Unclutch. Unclutch. Continuously unclutch. Any doubt? See, when you are inhaling, there will be a subtle intention to do that inhaling. Unclutch from that intention. That will, whether it takes place or not, you don't be afraid. You don't bother. Surely you will not die. You are not going to hold the nose. Don't hold the nose. But intention, unclutch from it. Then you will suddenly see the breathing pattern changes. Sometimes it may become strong or slow or mild, whatever it is. Just unclutch. Just unclutch. Now put your awareness on breathing and do the unclutching. See, now you are learning the unclutching in a different way. This whole 2 days you are going to only learn unclutching, nothing else. Only learning unclutching. Even if it looks like a chanting, okay. But don't do it like a chanting. Because once you say unclutch, there will be gap. Awareness. Chanting means continuously doing without giving gap. Here, there will be enough gap. Sometimes the gap will be too much also. Even for 2-3 minutes, you may not even need to remember that unclutching. That peace will continue to prevail, exist.
Swamiji, is it like witnessing your own breathing? Watching the breathing from the outside?
No, not even watching. Watching means just letting it happen. I am telling unclutch. There will be change in the breathing pattern. Repeat whenever the intention to inhale or exhale or hold, any intention comes related to breathing, unclutch. During the session on Pranamaya Kosha, my respiratory rate showed remarkably, slowed remarkably. I became aware of my heartbeat. This is not palpitation as the heart rate was normal. This awareness of heartbeat has been there for the last 2 years. After the session, I felt my TPS has dropped and stayed low for a long time. Is this okay, Swamiji? You are right. Wonderful. So many things you will become aware. You will become aware of even blood flow. When you become aware, everything starts getting balanced. And to begin with, I was getting sleepy, as if entering the dream state. Then something happened. With either my breath was stopping or the breath pattern had a sudden change. As a result, it was elevating my awareness. Who? Can unclutching from the breath take you straight into bliss? Yes. Stephen, you are right. How can one come out of the sleepiness when meditating? Just unclutch from the idea that you are having sleep. If you fall asleep by unclutching, it's okay, nothing wrong. Unclutching is the key. After the animal meditation, it's not animal meditation, Mriga Sarira Vasa. Mriga Sarira. You live in the Mriga Sarira. Suddenly during unclutching, during breathing unclutching, suddenly I noticed the different eyes watching breathing. It was so clear, this experience, that actually surprised me. It was also very strong feeling of the eye, almost physical with no physical boundaries. And then I lost it. You are right. You had a breakthrough. Who put the question? You had a breakthrough. When I got the Shivameru in 2007, I was told that puja must be performed daily. The only requirement that came with it. Yes, see, if you got the puja meru, prajna, you should do it. You see, meru and all is a created form, so it has to be worshipped. Anything natural only doesn't need. No doubt it has been a huge blessing for us. Even on a day when it began as a ritual, it ended as seva. The one who sat for puja was not the one who get up from the asana. Thank you for being with me in this way. Yes, it means you are doing right puja. Thank you from my heart for the Pujacharya training. It has created such a transformation in me and has become such a blissful passion for me to offer seva in the temple. It's flooding over into daily life with unclutching spontaneity, etc. I'll speak few words about the Kumbh Mela happening in 2009. Oh God. We will all go. Whoever wants can join. That's all. It is going to be in Haridwar. It is going to be in Haridwar. See, it's like an Olympic race. The skull of Kapila, the first person who started thinking in the planet Earth, he is the first philosopher, Sankhya philosopher. Maybe I can say 25,000 years old. His skull is preserved in a kumbha, in a golden pot. And that will be handed, you see, 3 years they will walk from one place to other place, that group will walk. And it will hand over that skull. For example, now we had a Kumbh Mela in Allahabad. From Allahabad they will start walking. They started walking actually. Now it takes 3 years for them to reach Haridwar. They will reach Haridwar 2009 and hand over that Kumbh, that pot, to the in charge in the Haridwar. They will take that pot and put it in that water for 21 days. Totally, in Allahabad it will be 48 days, I think, 48 days. In Haridwar they use 21 days. And that during the 21 days people will take bath. That whole water is sacred. After that Kumbh Mela, again that Kumbh will be taken out. And they will start walking. It will go to Nasik. So 4 places are there. I think one more is Prayag, Ujjain, Nasik, Haridwar. 3 years. 3 years they walk. And they will have Kumbh Mela. So once in 12 years, they will have all 4 Kumbh Mela. This is the basis of Kumbh Mela. Nirvani Akada owns that Kumbh, that golden pot, which carries the skull of Kapil Muni. Kapil Muni is owned by the Mahanirvani Akada, means our Akada. We belong to Mahanirvani Akada. And there is a lot of arrangements, organized, and politics, everything is there. And the Mahanirvani Akada, the people who are in headquarters, Haridwar is supposed to be headquarters. There is a 5 city, Haridwar, Rishikesh, Kulu Manali, Uttaragasi, Gangotri. The 5 cities are there. These 5 cities, it's called Panchapuri. Panchapuri. In that 5 cities, we have more than 100,000 registered ashrams. Huge ashrams. Not small one. Huge ashrams, where every day rituals goes on, the teaching goes on, where all the spiritual activities are going on. 100,000 are there. They think that they are the headquarters. So anybody outside that 5 city, they are all given only secondary level respect. So they are the headquarters people. Yeah, next Kumbh Mela is going to be in headquarters, so naturally it will be attracting too big crowd, and we will also be participating. After all, we belong to Nirvani Akada. See, there are different levels. Nirvani, Niranjani, Juna, Nirvani means our tradition. We can wear clothes only when we come out for teaching and preaching. If we are away in the forest, we are not supposed to wear cloth. Niranjani can wear just lion cloth. And Juna can wear single piece. Like that there are traditions. And there are Mahavagyas, different ways of teaching, learning. All those differences are there. Each Akada has a deity. And there is a huge Vaishnava Parampara. They are called Bairagis. And Ramayats, Lingayats, and Jatadaris. These are all different titles. Different groups. And Nirvani is supposed to be very famous for their spiritual power and austerity and the academic excellence, the intellectual excellence. And Niranjani is supposed to be very famous for protecting the Dharma. They entered into fight and all when the Muslim invasion happened. They were protecting the country. Juna Kada is very athletic. They do all kinds of gymnastic things like walking with the thorny shoes, lying on the thorns, and all kinds of tapas they do. There's one more CD. I told these guys, now it is ready. Maybe tomorrow, day after tomorrow, I will tell them to show, which is a broader version, which shows lot more details. This is an edited version which was published for outside. We have a broader version. Maybe you can see people sitting and doing Panchatapas. Here you saw only 1 or 2 glimpses. You will see a lot more. So, they are very famous for this athletic things. And each Akada is popular for something. They do all kinds of things, and above all, the Jain Akadas are very popular for feeding the whole Kumbh Mela. See, in 40 days, maybe I think the floating population is 40 million, I was telling. But total crowd gathers on the main Snan day, main bath day, holy bath day is 91 million. 80% of the food is supplied by Jain Akadas. Jains have that great quality. And you do not know, you see, don't think they feed means they feed like, they ill-treat you. Or they just do it like that. No. All the rich ladies, they themselves will come and sit and cook. I have seen, per day they make 1,000,000 rotis. Some 600, 700 ladies will be sitting, the old ladies. Para, like a machine. Taka. They will make the aloo is the potato and onion. They will cut and cook and mix it, make a ball. 10 roti and 1 ball. They will hand over. People will be standing in queues and they will have something like 20,000 counters. You should see, only then you can believe. 20,000 counters they will have. And millions of rotis will be made. I saw that aloo gudon. That itself is almost like a hill. Where the thousands of people are sitting and peeling the potato. And it's unimaginable. Jains take care of that feeding. They have a great quality of that giving food. Anybody from that community? They do a real good job. In Haridwar Kumbh Mela and Allahabad Kumbh Mela or Ujjaini or Nasik or any Kumbh Mela, they do a great job. You will be surprised that 90 million people gather, no restaurant. That whole Kumbh Ghat, no restaurant. And even inside the city, all restaurants will be closed. They are not allowed to sell the food for that 48 days. Either give free or shut down. No sales. It's a tradition. See the power and strength of this tradition. This country, the whole country is dedicated for Jivan Mukti. Nothing else happens here. That's why nothing happens except Jivan Mukti.